Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy back at it again after a tough Bills win. Ladies and gentlemen, what a win. What a game. We needed to beat the freaking Dolphins, and we did. Did they push us? Heck yeah, they did. Heck yeah, they did, but we were not going to let the Dolphins sweep us this year. There's no damn way. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are tuned in for the very first time and you have no idea who I am, my name is Rico. This is the Rico Report, brought to you by the Buffalo Fanatics. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know it's late. For those on the Canadian side and the Atlantic, I know it's like, 1 o'clock in the morning. For you guys, it's midnight. But you know what? We're going to rock out. You know what I'm saying? And just vibe with me. Vibe with me for, you know what I'm saying, 40 minutes to about an hour. Let's vibe together because we just clinched our playoff berth for the 4th straight time. So we're going to the playoffs. Gang, we're going there again. Appreciate that. Let's go. Doesn't it feel good? Yes, it does. And 11-3. Who had us at 11-3? Who had us at 11-3 at this point? I know that you had, us losing a couple games. That's for damn sure. But it just felt good. This game was something we needed. We needed this game. And boy, was Josh Allen freaking good today. Third quarter was shaky. Third quarter, I was like, come on, guys. We got to be better than this. Third quarter was just absolute dookie. But we got ourselves in a little bit of a rhythm. And Josh was like, you know what? I'm ready to just take over and just do what I do. It's something that frustrates the heck out of me, but something that also excites the heck out of me. Josh he gets you that way, man. He does all these things where like you love this shit, but you hate this shit, but they balance out. Damn it, it pisses me off, but I love it at the same time. Josh freaking Allen, man. The real MVP, the snow in the 4th quarter. Bobby Gleam was like, yo, we needed that snow, baby. And you know what? Maybe that's the freaking advantage we need. Let it snow, let it snow, let it mother effing snow. Bobby Gleam coming through with the real MVP to being the snow. I like it. I like it a lot. Shout out to my man, Dre. What's up, Dr. Dre? Says Josh Allen is absolutely clutch. You damn right he is. You are absolutely right. So let's you know how we do the show, guys. We know how we do the show. Let's give flowers to the Miami Dolphins. So Dolphins fans, if you're watching this, if you're listening to this, this is not a let me shit on the Dolphins. You guys gave us some fits, man. You guys gave us some fits. You're the second team that has scored over 25 points on us. The Vikings were the one, and you guys are the second team that scored 29 points, over 25 points. Kudos to you guys. So let's start with this. Y'all got a nice nucleus. You guys do. Your defensive front is legit. Phillips is the real deal. I'm a big fan of Jalen Phillips. I'm a big fan of Phillips. He's the real deal. I like him. And he's going to be good for a while. Christian Wilkins, problem. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not a big fan of your defensive backfield, except for Javon Holland. Xavier Howard, overrated. You know what I'm saying? And listen, I'm not sitting here gonna poo-poo on them, but I just feel like you guys got some good nucleus pieces. You guys have to make some changes here and there, make some fixes on the O-line. Tua, I'm not sure how y'all feel about Tua. But my man Mickey says, yo, Rico, I said it with a statement game, man. Just a way different one than I expected. But still worth the ride. We won because of Josh Allen, and if we would have lost, it would have been Josh Allen as well. Something was off today. I wouldn't call it something was off, but we'll get into that. We'll get into that. But let me give the Dolphins their flowers. Y'all pushed us to the end, man. Tua didn't have a horrible game, but he did have some throws where you're like, ooh, that almost got picked for 6, my guy. That almost got picked for 6. You know what I'm saying? Trey White almost had one, not a pick 6, but he almost had an interception. Teron Johnson almost had that pick. He would have walked that shit right back to the house. So Tua's got some things to learn. Maybe that snow did affect him. Who knows? But he didn't have a bad game. 234 yards. He was throwing for 8 yards a pop. It really does help when you throw a 68-yard bomb, you know what I'm saying, to Waddle doing this thing. Waddle needed this game. This was a game that he absolutely needed, and he had a big game for you. Raheem freaking Mostert. If you guys have been watching me for a long time, I'm a big fan of Raheem Mostert. 67-yard run. That was huge. And if we didn't flag him by pulling down, he would have walked into the end zone. He's like that. 17 carries, 136 yards, 8 yards a pop. Obviously, that 67-yard run was a big difference maker, but we kept him out of the end zone. No touchdowns for that man, right? Salvin Ahmed, 1 touchdown, 6 for 43. Dude, we got gashed for 188 yards rushing. Even that's still huge, man. 188 yards 188 yards rushing. Shout out to the run game. If you guys run the ball more, Dolphins fans, y'all will be better for it. Put some respect on my man Mostert's name. Jalen Waddle, 3 receptions only, but he made up for every one of them. 3 receptions for 114 yards and a touchdown. Shout out to Jalen Waddle. Tyreek Hill, 9 receptions for 69 yards. Not bad defense. Not bad, because you know Tyreek will go off. But if you contain and you have him at 69 yards, so be it. 9 for 69, and he had a really nice he had a nice touchdown. You got to give it to him. You got to give it to him. And then the rest is just what it is. It's just a two-man show. Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. They don't look at anybody else. It's just a two-man show. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you guys. And then defensively, listen, Javon Holland made a big play. That RPO that went to the fake, and it was gonna go. Dude, if Javon Holland wasn't there, that thing is going. It's gone for Stephon Diggs. Great play by Javon Holland. But other than that, man, you guys are still in it. You guys are still in it. Will you guys falter down the way? Who knows? It'll be an epic collapse. Do not freaking you got me messed up. Do not Matt Ryan this. Don't screw this up. You guys have a great opportunity. Don't screw this up. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Don't screw this up. You guys got something good. Try to squeak into the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Because we going to the playoffs. It's not over yet, because you got to face the Jets, which is not an easy feat. And then you got to face the Patriots. Good luck. Good luck to y'all, man. Shout out to my man, Eric Armstrong. Sorry, Eric Wettenberg says, yo, motherfucking Josh Allen. You damn right. You damn right. My man, Thomas Falzone. What's up, Tommy? Tommy Gomes says, yo, how much do I have to spend to make sure Cam Lewis doesn't play again? Yo, drop $1,000 right now, man. I'm going to make sure that Cam Lewis never plays again. Yo, but for real, Cam Lewis, everyone knows the rules, bro. You don't ever run towards the kicker. You got to run in front of the kicker and get your hands up. If you make the block, great. But your path was towards the kicker. Fam, we made a great defensive stop. You made things harder for us. Cam Lewis, man, you got to be better than that, brother. Shit. Anyway, salute to my man, Thomas Falzone. Appreciate you, my dude. We got a super chat coming in from my man, Eric Schmitty. What's up, Schmitty? The spy is in. I'm going to make this very snowflake crystal clear. Feed Rambo Knox. Holy Timothy Allen. That last drive was a masterclass by Allen and company. Dagger. Decisively posterized. LeBron saw it coming. I like what you did there. And bing, biggity, bing. You're right, man. Listen, I found it very funny that they almost kind of like I can't even speak. They dismissed the Josh Allen leap as if it was nothing. Oh, he didn't get in. Commercial break. Let's go. Whoa. This could be a scoring play. We come back. It's good. Man, that's a huge play by Josh Allen. Josh Allen was sensational. Sensational. And you know what I love even more? No freaking interceptions. No interceptions. No thrown interceptions. Check this out. Mitch Morse concussed got me worried. He's had so many. Our line looked like poo without him. Yeah, we definitely looked a little different. And you're right. I'm a little worried as well, because he's known to have concussions. And if he's got any more, could it be career ending? Is it one of those things that's like, man, how long are you going to be out? It's tough. I'm hoping it's just precaution. They're just like, yo, you feel a little dizzy? Can you go back in? Yeah, I'm fine. But no, we're going to hold you out. So if they held him out, That's great. We'll take that every day. But I hope he recovers quickly. We got the Bears next week. I'm not saying this is a cakewalk, but we should be able to handle the Bears. So if he has to rest, let him rest. Alexander, what's going on, Alexander? Holy sheep, what a win. I think he's saying holy shit. So holy shit, what a win. You damn right. That's a big win. That's a big win. We needed that. By the way, I got to give a shout out to my man, King Cam. Welcome to the big squad. Bing, biggity, bing. We got to give some love to my man, King Cam. Welcome to the big squad, baby. Let's go. I love that. Let's keep it pushing. Let's keep it pushing. Because we pushing W's and we pushing P, baby. we pushing pressure on the AFC East. We pushing pressure, you know what I'm saying, to keep that damn #1 seed. Let's roll. Now, we gave the flowers to the Miami Dolphins. Now let's get right to the freaking business. If you guys are here, smash that like. Let's get 998 likes. 998 likes. Smash that like while you guys are in here. If you have not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. We're 700 members away from reaching our goal. 700 members away from reaching our goal of 25,000 subscribers. Help your boy out. Help the brand out. Let's roll. Now, let me give my piece on this game. This game started great. We were rolling on cylinders. There was no snow. So we got to see what this offense was about. We got to see some really, really nice, you know what I'm saying, sharing the football. Sharing the football to see, okay, who's going to make plays. And if you decided to say and make a parlay ticket and you bet that Nyheim Hines was going to score, James Cook was going to score, you know what I'm saying, and Dawson Knox were going to score. Was it Dawson Knox? Dawson Knox were going to score before the half. You made a lot of money, quit your job, because that's exactly what happened, folks. That's exactly what happened. Those three dudes, I did not expect that to happen. And they came in and did business and scored. Love every bit of it. That's huge. By the way, I got to give a big shout out to my man, the Pullout King. And I love this guy's YouTube name has killed me every time. I love it. I wish I had the strength that you had with my Pullout King, but I'm no Pullout King because I got 4 children and I'm not trying to get a 5th. And if I could have the power you have to pull out what I'm supposed to, I'd have left children. But I gotta give love to my man, the Pullout King, with a big super chat. Rico, as an RB, please tell me you see the same issues as me. Oh, you damn right I do. It's not an RB problem. It's an attempt problem. Our run game is good. We need Knox to get the ball more, and I don't even think we have unleashed the full playbook yet. We are waiting for the playoffs. Go Bills. Now, appreciate it. First of all, Pull King, I appreciate that super chat. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much for that. Yes. Listen, I made it very clear weeks ago about to me, my problem was James Cook, Mr. Cookie Cook, right? James Cook was my issue. I don't think he was anything special until I saw the attempts. He got the attempts, and if we could use him properly, he could be a very good back. Then I'm like, hold on a second. So 20 touches, he gets us over 100 purpose yards. It's not the problem. The problem is we love to throw the ball, and you saw it in this game. The snow starts coming down. The game is tied 29-29. I'm thinking, okay, we're going to try to milk the clock a little bit. We're going to run the ball. The freaking snow's coming down heavier. What do? We keep throwing the rock. I was like, man, we just don't give a damn about running the football. Ken Dorsey, like, what's going on? So I digress. We won the game. Eventually, we started putting the ball in the hands of Devin Singletary, and he's doing what he was supposed to do. But I see what you guys see. I totally see what you guys see. And hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we start to kind of, you know what I mean, have more trust in the freaking Bills run game. And you know what? You know who has trust in joining the Big Squad? That's my girl, Donna Moore. Welcome to the Big Squad, Donna Moore. Appreciate that love. If you guys are wondering how to join the Big Squad, it's very easy. I'll make it simplified for you guys. Supportbf.com. Go to supportbf.com. Join members right there. It's super simple. Let's roll. Now, oh, sorry. It wasn't Dawson Knox. Excuse me. It was Quentin Morris. Thank you for that. Somebody just thank you. It was Quentin Morris. I apologize for that. Thank you very much. Quentin Morris, Nyheim Hines. About time. He's only been with the team freaking 6 months already. It feels like that. And obviously James Cook. So if you had that on your bingo card, you know what I'm saying? You made big money. You made big money. Yes, sir. 17 says, yo, Rico, someone just called into WGR and said they were going to Rico, have it your way. The WGR kid got all mad. Oh, shit. Somebody's talking. Yo, who's getting mad at Rico? Why you get mad at Rico for, man? If people don't want to watch WGR, they want to come to the Rico report. What you want me to do? What you want me to say? It's just what it is, man. It's a vibe over here. So let's keep the vibe rolling. So here's the deal. All right, here's the deal. I mean, I gotta read the super chats first because I gotta pay respect to the super chatters, and then I'm gonna get into my real, you know what I mean, my bag, right? Freddie J comes in and says, your boy drop. Oh, don't call him Drop Kenzie. Don't do that to him. Your boy Drop Kenzie came up strong with one solid grab. Not only did he have a solid grab, but he came for an attempt and drew that freaking pass interference, which brought us all the way up. That got us the game winner. Yo, don't disrespect my guy McKenzie, man. Although he had some moments where you're like, come on, kids, you got to be better than that. But he also made up for it. Don't disrespect my guy. Don't disrespect my guy McKenzie. I still got love for him. And we should also got love for McKenzie. My goodness, man. Rico Report is lit tonight. It's always lit at the Rico Report. Stop playing with your boy, man. All right. Let me just scroll on down. And yo, why is WGR getting mad at me? Don't get mad at me, WGR. I got love for y'all. I got no hate. But if I'm pulling the people, I'm pulling the people, baby. Let's roll. It's a little it's flavor. You know what I'm saying? There's a little flavor over here. But anyway, let's roll. Let me get to my bag right now. The Buffalo Bills came through and they handled business. Was it sexy? No. Have we been winning sexy games as of late? Heck no. But it's okay. It doesn't always have to be sexy. You know what I'm saying? Can we as humans, as people, be sexy 24/7, 365? No. There's going to be days where we don't give a damn. We put sweatpants on, flip-flops on, we go to Walmart and do what the heck we got to do. You know what I'm saying? It's not always going to be sexy. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. However, this game was one of those games that people have been waiting for. This is why, and people want to argue, build a dome. Why the fuck would you want to build a dome? This is the reason why you don't build a dome, because the advantage is in our hands. If you heard Josh Allen talk about in the press conference right after, not even press conference, when he was sitting with Steve Smith and Mike Robb and Maurice Jones Jr. I don't know the young lady's name, so I'm not going to disrespect her like that. But the young lady is next to him. He said it. Yo, they're like, Josh, how do you do it? How do you do it? He's like, man, this is second nature to me. You got these brothers sitting here, you know what I'm saying, snow goggles on and just like, and Josh is just chilling in the elements, right? That's why we drafted that brother. That brother was drafted because he's got the gun, he's got the mentality, and he's done it in Wyoming. I don't give a damn if he's from California yet. He went to Miami for 3.5 years and he came to Buffalo. He's used to it. This is natural. This is my element, is what he said. And that is wonderful. Now, how good is Josh Allen? I got to get into that. How good is Joshua freaking Allen? Dude threw for 300 yards, 62% completion, 7.6 yards a pop, 4 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions with a rating of 119.2 in front of the whole world to see. Josh Allen has put himself back in that MVP race. They've been talking about Tua being part of it, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow. We're about to show Joe Burrow in a couple weeks what's really good. But Josh Allen has definitely put himself back in conversation as MVP. The team is 11-3. You know what I'm saying? We're on a 5-game win streak. Stop playing with us, man. Stop playing with us. We got what it takes, man. And we got 17 that's leading the way. Talking about all these other guys as MVP, and you don't want to talk about Josh Allen as one of the best quarterbacks in the game. And he ain't part of that conversation. Y'all better stop that. Y'all better stop that. And in the words of my man, Blind Manstar, he says, let's fucking go, man. Tough win. And they say we can't win close games. You know what? And here's the beautiful thing about this whole situation, right? The games that we've been winning as of late have been close games. The Bills can't win the close games. Their margin of winning is usually when they're up by more than 2 scores. That's how they win. Well, guess what? It hasn't been that way lately. And we've been still winning games. So now we've changed the way we've been winning games. Is it fun? No, because my heart pressure is up and down and shit. But you know what? It is what it is, man. That's part of being a fan. You cheer for the team, that you love, and they will make you upset, but they'll make you happy in the same breath. You know what I'm saying? And Josh Allen, typical Josh Allen, 8 seconds left on the clock, rolling to the right. In my head, I'm like, we know what he's doing. He's just looking for someone he can hit across the way, across the body. He's headed towards the sideline. They know that he's going to try to stiff your ass arm. He's going to stiff you. So they're going to try to knock his ass out. And Josh is waiting. He's waiting. Time is running out. I'm like, dude, you got to throw it in there. It's either interception or it's a touchdown. James Cook for the touchdown. And then we go into half, 21 points. How lovely is that? The man is the leader of this team. He's the franchise. He's a rock star in Buffalo. You got to put some respect on these Bills, man. The respect on these Bills, man. They're that good. Breaking news: Nicholas Wall says Trey White is back. He's getting there. He ain't back because Tyreek Hill took him to the cleaners. You know what I'm saying? Tyreek Hill's gave him a and then right past him, took him to the cleaners. Javon Holland took not a great angle, and a touchdown goes to the Miami Dolphins. You got to give credit to Miami Dolphins, but they had some plays where you're like, oh man, big play, good play, bad communication. There was Jordan Poyer never took his depth, and then here goes Jalen Waddle. So I mean, so plays that we could do way better. We could have covered way better, but we didn't. But it is what it is. You can't have them all. You can't have them all. So, but let's stick on Josh Allen. Let me get my super chat in here. How pissed was everyone when Lewis committed that roughing the kicker foul? Yo, we're getting to that. Well, I mean, we already kind of did, but it is what it is, man. Josh McNeil says, yo, tell him, Rico, I can't stand dome people. Man, dome people listen, the only dome that's good for you. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only dome that I'm comfortable with. I don't need a dome. I don't need no damn dome. Jermaine's like, yo, we got a little bit of sazon for the Rico sazon. I got it, boy. I got you. No, we don't need a dome, man. Keep the freaking dome open. Keep your stadium open so we can have the advantage. When guys from Miami or from the Chargers or out west where it's not cold and they come out here, we want them to feel a little different. We don't want them to feel comfortable. We don't want them to feel comfortable. What does Marv Levy say? When it's you know what I mean? I'm paraphrasing. I'm going to remix it. If it's uncomfortable for them, it's comfortable for us. Let's whoop some ass. Remix. You catch what I'm saying, right? At the end of the day, we don't want to make it comfortable for them. But if they're comfortable, Josh Allen means they're going to cook. Not necessarily. Josh Allen will cook regardless. And you saw what he was able to do today. Outdoors, very cold. He puts up 300 yards passing and then puts another 77 yards rushing. Dude is legit. Dude is freaking legit. Scott Blake says, yo, Frazier was awesome today. He's an awesome guy. His time has ended. He's a stubborn and knows one way. Can't adjust at all. Oh, don't disrespect Frazier like that. No way. Here's what it is, man. A lot of people want to blame the offensive coordinators. And by the way, I got to give a shout out to Tina. Tina Fursback, if you were trying to send a comment, I'll try to look for your comment. But if you simply were trying to send a super sticker, more love to you. I appreciate you. Now, Talvin says, no cussing. You're on the wrong show for that. You're on the wrong show for that, my man. Here's the deal. You got me off my point here. The point I was trying to make is this. Josh Allen. He's sensational. He's great. You can't go wrong with having a guy that leads your team, that leads everything about your team and embodies everything. The guy is legit. And we're better for it. The guy can do it all. He does it all. And he's right back in it for MVP. I don't care what anybody tells me, he's right back in it. Right freaking back in it. The Pullout King says, my guy, the dome people. You guys already know what it is, man. Listen, I'm not going to get out of pocket right now, but you guys know what I'm talking about. But you know who's not out of pocket? My man, Ivan Martinez. Bing, biggity, bing, Ivan Martinez. Welcome to the Bing Squad. All right. Let me get right into it. Folks. I'm going to scroll down because I don't want to miss anybody's comments. Here we go. Josh Allen, 25 for 40, 300 yards. The guy was just a monster. Like, he's our team. We go as far as Josh Allen takes us. You know what I'm saying? We have to be okay with his craziness. When Josh Allen is doing some fuckery, we got to be down with the fuckery. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a friend that just does some dumb shit, but you got to have your man's back. He's talking shit to one of those guys over there when you guys go to the bar, you know what I'm saying? And there's a scuffle that breaks out. You know he does some dumb shit sometimes, but you know what? I got you, because you can always count on him to hold you down. That's what it is for Josh Allen, man. Sometimes he does some dumb shit, but we still got to hold our partner down because he bails us out many a times. Just like today, leads us down, game winning. Let's get out of here. Let's take that field goal and boom. Let's move on. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it a buck. That's the facts, man. My man legit says, yo, let's keep it a buck. Hamlin, yikes. Let me get through my bag. We're gonna get to everybody, right? So Josh Allen, we can talk about him all day. He's just that dude. Period. Point blank. I don't want to hear nothing else. He's that dude. Period. Let's move on. The run game. I got my frustrations with the run game, right? Now, I was talking about how the Dolphins ran for 188 yards. Oh my goodness, they ran all over our defense. We get it. Us, on the other hand, ran for 150 yards. Excellent. But 77 of those yards went to Josh Allen. Josh Allen did what he needed to do. And that 44-yard rip, and I'm ready to blast him, right? I'm like, dude, because just a few plays before that, he didn't give up the ball to Devin Singletary. And the play before the long run, he scrambled for like, I don't know, like a 15-yard run or something like that. And then he rips off a 44-yard run. That's when you saw, I'd love to know what next gen stat had him as, his top speed. Like maybe 17 miles an hour. I don't know what it was. But that boy, he got to rolling, and people don't realize how quick that man can move at his size. And good luck trying to tackle him, because he will run your ass over. He will run your ass over, man. And here's the thing, I got to bring this up. I don't know if he's been hanging out with LeBron James. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. He heads to the sideline. He slows down. He's on the sideline. Granted, I don't know who it was, but somebody knocked his ass. And he flopped like it was nothing. There goes the flag. Listen, the theatrics is cool, but I was like, ooh, that's a big flop. That's a big flop for my guy, Josh Allen. Now, here's my problem. Questenberry, I guess, or Van Roten, you know what I mean, pressed my mans, and then Buddy jacked up, pressed, you know what I mean, he pushed up Van Roten. If I'm Van Roten, right then, I even felt it in the moment. I would have jacked up that little linebacker and put him right into that snowbank. Right into that snowbank. But he kept his cool. Good on him. Good on him. But yo, Allen with that flop game was actually legit. You got the call. You got the call. You know what I mean? So shout out to the Oscar winner and my man Josh Allen. But the run game, 10 rushes for 77 yards, Josh Allen, clutch. That's all I got to say. Devin Singletary. I can't speak strongly and so great about Devin Singletary. Devin Singletary made some good plays today. He had some nice rushing first downs. He had some nice moments where breaking tackles, getting the extra yardage. Loved everything that this man was able to do. By the way, smash that like while you guys are in here. If you guys are here for the first time, you're a Dolphins fan, you're a Bills fan, you're whoever fan. Smash that like. Let's get some love in here. And if you have to share this to other people, let's get this to 1,000 views. Let's get 1,000 people in here. We need 70 more people watching this thing. Let's make that happen. So, run game, 150, Devin Singletary, great job. You're not going to see 150 yards from Devin Singletary. That's not how our offense is built. And that's not how we do things. But he got meaningful snaps, and he took full advantage of the meaningful snaps. 13 carries, 42 yards, 3 yards a pop. He had a run of 8 yards or more, but it was all tough yardage. Everything that man ran today was earned, all tough yardage. James Cook, 5 rushes for 35 yards. He had a nice 16-yard rip. I swear, man, when James Cook runs, you don't realize how smooth that brother is. He's smooth. You heard me say it before. He's a finesse, smooth runner. You don't realize he's 10 yards down the line, and then you're like, holy shit, that was a 16-yard rip. You don't realize it. So shout out to James Cook. I love to see more of James Cook, but Ken Dorsey's just sitting up there in that booth bullshitting, man. But I digress. We won the game. I'm not going to stress too much on that. I'll wait till Tuesday so we can really get into the bag. But 150 yards. Receiving. Our leading receiver today, Dawson Knox. 6 receptions for 98 yards. And this is not the first time that someone's mentioned Dawson Knox having a big game today. We've all been saying it. Not me. I didn't think it was going to have his day today. But many people were saying this is the game that Josh Allen is going to connect with Dawson Knox, and Dawson Knox is going to be a factor. And you can absolutely wholeheartedly tell that they made the game plan for Dawson Knox to be that dude. Off of 8 targets, he caught 6 of them. And of those 2 that he did not catch, there were 2 drops. And we're like, do not revert back to the old Dawson Knox. We do not need that. And at least that's how I spoke about it, right? But nonetheless, Dawson Knox, 6 for 98, 16 yards a pop, and a touchdown. Salute to that brother. That's 2 games, 2 touchdowns. Let's keep rolling. Stephon Diggs, 5 receptions for 60 yards, 12 yards a pop, off of 9 targets. Gabe Davis, a better game for Gabe Davis, 4 receptions for 56 yards, off of 6 targets. Devin Singletary, 3 receptions. Isaiah McKenzie, 2 receptions off of 5 targets, and he had a couple drops. We got to quit the drops, y'all. We definitely do. Quentin Morris, 1 reception that's the 1 single touchdown he got. And then Nyheim Hines with a touchdown. Cole Beasley had 1 reception. I was expecting to see more Beasley on the field today. I'm not going to front. I started him on fantasy. I probably took a hit. That's probably going to make me lose the game. And I also benched James Cook. And I don't know how much James Cook put on today, but I benched James Cook for Pierre Strong. So Pierre Strong better have a strong-ass game because I just benched. How many points did my man put up today? 13 points. Modest. Not bad. I hope Pierre Strong goes off. But anyway, not a bad day. But I was expecting Cole Beasley to have a much bigger game. I really thought that they were going to implement him, especially because you elevate the guy. You just signed him, and you elevate him to the roster. So you think he's going to have a big game. But he didn't. He left the game with 1 reception, but good enough that we were able to say, oh, there's a sighting of our guy Cole Beasley. So hopefully next game, he's got more of the playbook, and he understands the new nuances, and he's able to be a bigger piece of this offense. But there were moments where I was like, yo, why is McKenzie in here, man? Put in, you know what I'm saying, Beasley, so Allen and Beasley can connect and get that thing coming again. But there was just something missing. There was definitely something missing. But that's okay. We won the game. Josh did what he was supposed to do and led us to the W. I got a super chat coming in from my man Alexander. When Motor intentionally went down, I knew the game was Buffalo's. Well, how did you guys feel about that, by the way? Motor has an opportunity to score with 30 seconds left. Score. You know what I'm saying? I get it. If you're going to go down, that's fine. But at least get the first down when you go down. Not make ourselves go 3rd and 1. You know what I mean? So that was a little bizarre to me. I felt that score the damn football, get across the board, put us up 7 points, and force Tua Tagovailoa to actually score a touchdown and tie the game, which I doubt that he was going to do. That's just me, though. We won the game. It doesn't matter. But I was like, almost as if you were too smart for your own good. That's how I felt about that. Dustin Weber, what's going on, Dustin? Kyer came back, bro. Josh balled out. We needed that win. Let's effing go. We certainly did. Kyer, I've got some mixed feelings on Kyer. I didn't see him playing all game. He was spotted in and out. It's him and Dane Jackson splitting time. I want to see what the final snap count is going to be for the next couple of days, and then we'll see how they played this. If it's 50-50, then that's what we're going to have going forward. I'd rather my first-round draft pick have way more than 50-50 snaps, but we are where we are. We are where we are. Now, let's go to the defense side of the ball before I read this super chat coming in from RJ. RJ 1970 comes in and says, hey, do you notice that when they run the ball, there's no hole, but when they do a fake run, there's holes there? I mean, sometimes it is what it is. It's a play action. It depends what formation. Are you under center? Are you in shotgun? There's so many things that factor in as to like whether the hole is there or not. Sometimes you got to sell it. Do we pass a lot? Yes. Do we do enough play action? Adequate. So when you're able to pass a lot and do a play action, things start to open up. Is it a play action pass? There's so many things that factor into that. But do I notice it? I mean, I watch the game differently than maybe you would watch the game. Not that it's wrong, I just do. So I pay no mind too much to that. Now, defense. Tyler Cookwood actually comes in and says, I understand what you mean about Beasley, but then you could ask, where was Smoke? I don't think Smoke was even, he wasn't deactivated, but Smoke is like, he's after, you know what I'm saying, afterthought. We brought him in not to like be an immediate contributor, but we know where our weaknesses are on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the slot. That's where Cole Beasley does come in. And the more time Cole Beasley spends in the playbook, the more we will see the transition from Isaiah McKenzie to Cole Beasley. So we'll see how that plays out. I'm very interested to see how that plays out, actually. Let's keep it pushing, poo-poo. Let's keep it pushing. So we got 950 people. Let's get 50 people more in here, and let's get this thing to 1,000 people. Let's go. Defensive side of the ball. Leading tackler, Tremaine Edmonds. Tremaine Edmonds was sideline to sideline. Tremaine Edmonds had some moments where you're like, but for the most part, he was excellent. Matt Milano, 8 tackles. Both gentlemen had 8 tackles today, right? And Milano had half a sack. Him and I think it was Daquan Jones came in and got on Tua, right? We had 2 sacks in total. Shaq Lawson had 1, and he worked his tail off and got that. And then there's a half sack for both Matt Milano and Daquan Jones. Matt Milano, I don't know if you guys remember the play. It was early in the second quarter. Running back, Raheem Mostert got the football. I don't know. He didn't make a move. He didn't make a huge move. But it's as if Matt Milano's remote just died and just let Mostert run right by him. We're like, what the hell just happened? And that was that big 68-yard rip. I was like, dude, Milano, what? See, and Milano sometimes he's so damn good, but he's also good for missing one massive tackle or making one massive blip. And to me, that moment right there was it. Because I'm like, you were right there. What the hell happened? You know what I'm saying? And if you guys know what play I'm talking about, it's as if he did nothing. It's like, come on, son. That's craziness. But give credit to Miami. Miami wanted this game. They needed this game. They played as hard as they could, but the better team won. We already know what it is. Because when we played the Dolphins last, we know what was supposed to happen, but it didn't fall in our hands. So we had to make sure we took care of business today. So shout out to the Bills. Kaiir Elam had 3 tackles today. He had 1 pass breakup and 1 tackle for loss. Loved every bit of it. He had a tussle with Tyreek Hill on the bottom. But for the most part, man, we had how many tackle for losses did we have? We had 4 QB hits, 2 sacks, and 3 tackle for losses. When you're playing a quarterback like Tua Tagovailoa, it's difficult to get to him because he's a anticipatory thrower. So he already knows what area he's going to. Now, whether he's reading the field or not, that's on him. But to get to him, he gets rid of the ball so dang quick. So if you can take away his first read and make that become a coverage sack, we're in the money. And good luck to Tua because he's facing the Jets team that's got really good corners, and then he's got to face the Patriots. So we'll see how that eventually plays out for these guys. But for the most part, this team did extremely well. I'm happy with how it worked out. Nyheim Hines continues to be a force back there catching punts and kicks. Did you guys not hold your breath when Nyheim Hines caught that punt return? And it wasn't one of those, boom, clean punt returns. He had to lean back and catch it off his freaking head, and the ball almost slipped through. Holy crap, my heart stopped. And when he caught that thing, I was like, holy. And then they show the slow-mo. The slow-mo looked even worse because that thing almost slipped and he caught it off his face mask. It just secured it enough that when he went to the ground, it was done with. But boy, did that make my heart stop. I don't know about y'all, but I was not happy with the way it happened, man. I was like, come on, fam. Just catch that thing and let's just go down. Catch that thing and just go down. Holy jumpers, man. Alexander comes in and says, hey, I like how when it started snowing, the momentum shifted. Isn't that crazy? It's as if they got a resurgence. They every flake that touched their skin, they were just recharged up and ready to go. And Miami was like, well, what is this white substance coming down on us? And it was us standing over the Dolphins, just finishing off, if you know what I'm talking about. So yes, indeed, we handled business, and salute to the Bills. And we sent them boys a packet. And shout out to my man, Nikki Smokes. Enjoy your flight home, Miami Dolphins. And we'll see you next year if you guys even make the playoffs. I don't know. We'll see how that plays out. But my heart freaking stopped with that damn nonsense, man. And now I see that, my man. Was I out of pocket for that? was I out of pocket for that comment? Let it snow, man. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow all over Miami. They need that. And I'm pausing shit. Let that shit roll. Press play. Let's go, baby. Let's go. All right. So looking at what we did to the Dolphins today, let's talk about it. McDaniel, you're gonna have to figure something out with how you move the ball. You know what I'm saying? You went back to the San Francisco days of running the football, but it's a 2-man show with y'all, man. It's a 2-man show. You guys have a Gesicki. You guys don't use Gesicki, so we don't have to worry about Gesicki. Derwin Smite, y'all know me. It's a 2-man show. So you guys become, I want to say, easy to defend, but we know where you're going. It's just that you can't stop speed, man. When speed is speed, it is what it is. You guys were able to, establish a run, so we had to respect that. But it's a 2-man game. It's Tua to Tyreek or Tua to Waddle. Nobody else. It's just what it is. And we defended you guys well. We got a little better in the fourth quarter. we were what? We had four possessions in the fourth, and they all ended in just us giving you guys the ball back. We're not used to that. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, we were decent on third downs. But we're gonna get into that. But this team altogether, do you feel that we are primed? Are we looking playoff ready? That's what I need to ask you guys, because we didn't just play a scrub team. Miami is not a scrub team. Miami is a good team. But do you think, or do you feel that the Bills are just getting into their prime and ready to go and hit and contend for a Super Bowl? Because if you looked at last game, you would say, ooh, that was a little shaky. That was a little shaky. I'm not sure how that feels. But with looking at what we did today with preparation, with practice, did it feel that we can contend for Super Bowl? I'm going to tell you right now, heck yeah. Heck yeah. Because it's not about like, oh man, we allowed 29 points. We allowed 188 yards. It's bend but don't break. Do you know how often the Kansas City Chiefs bend but not break? They bend but not break, but they make defensive plays when they need a stop. And that's what Bills are doing right now. When we need to make a stop, we need a defensive play, we get it. And we gained it. And when we need our quarterback to put us on his back and take us all the way through, he does what he's supposed to do. So a big shout out to how these Bills have been playing. It's not sexy, like I said, it's not sexy. But at the end of the day, what ends up happening is a 5-game win streak. That's what it comes down to. It's 5 games in a row that we've been able to stay on, and we have one goal in mind, 1.5. And the one goal is to win the division. And once we win the division, and we can win the division next week with the win over the Browns on Saturday, the Bears on Saturday, we can start talking about number 1 seed. And guess what? Once we secure and get the number 1 seed, y'all bitches got to come to Buffalo. Y'all got to come to Buffalo. So guess what? It's going to be chilly. So let's get ready to make things happen. Let's get ready to make things happen. We are 37 minutes in. Like I said, it's a late night. It's almost 2:00 in the morning for me. So I'm gonna try to get my points across, but like I'm still hyped about this game. So I'm gonna try to go as much as I can. If you guys think that I should keep going, smash that like, give me a thumbs up in the chat right now, and I'm gonna keep rolling, and we can keep doing this. My girl Abby, what's up, Abby? Abby comes in and says, "Hey, playoff is a whole other game too. Everyone was worrying about us last year, and we still went on a run." You're damn right, Abby. And you know what? And I can't see anything changing. I can't see anything changing. Shout out to my man Randy Prokes. What's up, Randy? Randy says, "Yo, Rico, Merry Christmas, sir. Merry Christmas to you, my man Randy." Randy says, "Yo, we can't keep making critical and mental mistakes like roughing the punter. Coaching needs tightening for the playoffs." You know what? Those are all mental errors. Coaches all the time. That's on a player. That's strictly on the player. But in the long haul, I understand you, because we had a lot of penalties where we're like, oh, bozo penalty. What are we doing that? Oh, come on, guys, get it together. So I totally get it. But that roughing the punter, that was one of those things. That's grounds for sit your ass down. You know better than that. That's grounds for sit your ass down. You know better than that. But here we are. But I appreciate you that, man. Merry Christmas to you, Randy. Appreciate that super chat. Now, we're going to keep rocking because we got to go to the team stats. Let's rock with the team stats. By the way, looking at this defense, Christian Wilkins was a big player in this. He had 6 tackles, 4 solo. Elandon Roberts had a pretty decent game himself. Xavier Howard continues to be overrated. Javon Holland is a good player, damn good player. They got some good things. And did you guys hear Bradley Chubb's name today? Ask me, did you? I'm asking you guys too. Did you hear Bradley Chubb's name at all today? I didn't hear a damn thing from Bradley Chubb. Bradley Chubb finished with 2 tackles and 1 for a loss, and he had 1 QB hit. Not once, and I can sincerely say this, not once did I hear Bradley Chubb's name. What does that tell me? That tells me Deion Dawkins is back, baby. Deion Dawkins, you already snowed that man down, put that man on ice, cooled him off, and says, nah, you're not going to affect the game like you think you are, Mr. Chubb. I got you. And that's exactly what my man Deion Dawkins is. Took care of business against Bradley Chubb, because I did not hear them mention Bradley Chubb once in this game. What's up, my man Todd D'Ambrosio says, yo, Josh can win a Super Bowl, Rico. Our guy is a freak. You damn right he's a freak. He's a super freak. Super freak. He's super freaky. You damn right Josh Allen's a freak. That boy is one of a kind, man. He's one of one. He is one of one. So for the most part, Viral Industries is correct. For the most part, we did a damn good job of protecting Josh Allen, especially for having A, Mitch Morse out, B, no Ryan Bates. We have two backups in there. Questenberry was playing a little bit of guard, and then you had Bobby Hart come in a little bit, spell some time, a little bit, and Van Rotten took over center. So I'm gonna say something, man. Good job, O-line. The O-line did their job. They held it down. You can't even hate. You can't even hate. Tyson Williams. People act like we're supposed to blow everyone out every week. Championship caliber teams win the games like we have been winning them lately. Listen, the blowout is going to come. And usually when a blowout comes, that sounds very weird when I say that. Usually when the blowout, I mean, all messed up now. I'll just say, usually when a blowout comes, it's usually because the team is now giving up. The other team is giving up. They just have no answers. They're demoralized. And the other team knows it, and they pour it on. And for the first 6 weeks, we were pouring it on teams because we demoralized them. Our defense was playing top notch. We were closing out games with Von Miller. We were putting up points on the board, and it just didn't stop. We just poured it on and poured it on and poured it on. It didn't stop. So things are a little different now. But I'm telling you right now, it's going to come to where we're going to break the camel's back, and it's just not going to stop, and we're just going to keep pouring it on these. We're not going to be like the Vikings that give, the Colts that give up 33 points to lose that damn game. We can't do that. So we'll see how that plays out. But we can't blow teams out all the time. It's just not in the cards to always blow a team out. If that were the case, man, yo, sign me up for the Super Bowl. We're number one. Doesn't quite always work that way. Deshaun Rambos comes in and says, yo, Ken Dorsey is going to cost us, and McDermott game management is going to kill y'all in the long run. Not necessarily. He's getting better, folks. He's going to get better each and every day. We can't hate on the man and say, oh, man, you got to be better. I mean, there's going to be moments where the player didn't execute, but it's always going to look on McDermott. Oh, it's always going to look on Ken Dorsey. How about maybe that guy ran the wrong route? Did you see when Isaiah McKenzie, twice today, Isaiah McKenzie and Gabe Davis were in the same area catching the football? Miscommunication. Cole Beasley and Isaiah McKenzie, or was it Cole Beasley and Stephon Diggs? I don't know who it was, but Cole Beasley and somebody else were in the same area almost catching the football. Can't have that. You definitely can't have that. I think it was Stephon Diggs. So I get it. We'll clean it up, and we'll have no choice but to get better. We've got 976 people watching right now. Smash that like, subscribe to the channel. Let's get up to 1,000 people watching this bitch. The Miami Dolphins might be in trouble. They're 8-6. They dropped to 8-6 right now. They're 3-5, right, in the conference. They might be in trouble. We'll see what we have. And I'd like to remind you guys of something. Bills fans that feel we got to do this and we got to do that, and I'm worried about this, the other team, and what this team has, and so on and so forth. There's only one rule that Bills fans should understand, is to remember who we have. And what that means is remember that we have number 17. Remember that we have number 26. Remember that we have 28. Remember that we have 14, 13, 11. Remember that we got 73. You know what I'm saying? We got some players on this team. We remember that we got number 76. Remember that we got the clap god on the sideline doing things, man. We got ourselves a damn good squad over here. And I'm only talking about the offensive side of the ball. Remember that we got 58, 49, 27, 24. You know what I'm saying? Remember that we got 21. Shit, you never know. Micah Hyde might make a comeback. You just never know. Daquan Jones, number 92, 91, Ed Oliver. Remember who the fuck we have. We got some ballers on this team, man. Are we going to falter here and there? Yeah. But we're going to get right back up and get the dubs, because right now we're riding on a 5-game dub streak. Let's keep it pushing, baby. Let's keep it pushing. Pushing P. Let's go. So here's the deal. Team statistics. And we're going to go into the team statistics, and then we're going to bring it back full circle. Okay. The Buffalo Bills today had 16 passing first downs. We were clearly the aggressing team. 9 of them were first downs, and 4 of them we got from penalties, offsides. You know what I'm saying? We had a couple free plays today, and so we got 4 of them off of first downs. We went 8 for 14 on third downs. Over 50%, we'll take it every time. Because what you want from your team on third downs is to be between in the high 40s to 50%. If you are 50% and above on your third downs, we're doing something correctly. We're doing something correct. He went home. The baby. Yeah. Wife. She just woke up from a nap and she's like, where's the baby? In his crib. You know when people wake up, they're like, what's happening? Girl, go to bed. Go to bed before I come upstairs and you know what? Because I'm feeling kind of nice right now after these Bills won. So she better watch out. Anyway, here's the deal though. Fourth down, we didn't have to go for it on fourth down. How nice was that? So 8 for 14, over 50 yards, 50% completion percentage. Excellent. We allowed these guys to throw for 400. We allowed these guys to go for 400 yards. I would love for our defense to kind of slow things down a little bit. I know this is an explosive team, but 400 yards, that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? We got that type of offense to put up 400 yards. But these guys put up 400 yards on us. We got to slow that thing down. We got to slow that thing down. They were getting 7 yards a pop to our 6.3. We got to be better. Now here's where it hurt us today. 7 penalties for 51 yards. 7 penalties for 51 yards. We've got to be better than that. That kills us. 7 penalties for 51 yards. We just can't do that. Because let me tell you, I don't know how mad you guys were and how vexed you guys were, but when Lewis ran into the kicker, straight up ran into the kicker, I lost my ever-loving mind. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. We bust our ass to get these guys off on the field, and it was a dominating series. And to get these guys off the field just for Cam Lewis to come in and blatantly run into the kicker, it wasn't even a love tap. He straight ran into the kicker. We've got to be better than that. We've got to be better than that. Nah, there's no excuses. We just can't let that shit happen. We got to be better. And you know what? Perfectly said. And they scored the touchdown on the damn same drive. That's a double whammy. That's a double whammy. The fact that we couldn't get them off the field because of that Cam Lewis freaking blunder, and then they're like, thank you very much. Let me go down the field and score on you guys. That's a heartbreaker. But I'm gonna tell you this, man. We were down 8 points. We were down 8 points. Back in the day, tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. If I'm lying, I'm flying, right? We were down 8 points. Back in the day, yo, let me turn that shit off, man. I gotta get out of here. We down 8 points. There ain't no way we come back. Tyrod Taylor's gonna bring us back. Move. Fitzpatrick's gonna move. JP Lawson's gonna bring us back. Move. That's exactly what I've been like. I'll be like, yo, I'm gonna go make a sandwich right now. I ain't having that. But down 8 points, I never wavered. I was like, nah, we still good. And Josh Allen and that offense freaking proved it. Tell me I'm lying. Back in the day, we would have been like, yo, man, this game is a wrap. Now, down 8, yo, let's just get in a rhythm, man. Let's get ourselves in a rhythm and let's keep it moving. And that we freaking did. March up the field, score. Now you got to go for 2. Josh Allen, usually he's hurdling cats and dropping nuts on foreheads. This time, he went Superman. Crossed the plane, 2 points, tie game, let's roll. Give that man his love, man. Josh Allen's that dude, man. We go as far as Josh Allen. And this feels like this is the year that we need to win this damn thing. This whole damn thing. 7, but those 7 penalties are killer. Yo, don't disrespect Peterman like that. Nate Peterman! Don't disrespect Nate Peterman like that. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Now, 7 penalties, 51 yards. And here's the killer part. Because last week we lost the time of possession. They had like 38 minutes of time of possession. The Jets, we can't have that. We need to be the ones to control. This was a little more even. We had 29 minutes to their 30 minutes. So pretty much right even on time of possession. But it's all about making the most of what you have. You know what I'm saying? So if you're able to handle your business and make the plays when you have them and take advantage of the moments, those are the teams that separate themselves from all the other bums around the league. And I gotta get this off my chest too. I wish it was colder. Boy, the gimmick is up. All right, we're done. McDaniels, it was cool, it was funny, yeah, but it's corny. All right, put you know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is you were trying to teach your players. It was corny. You know what I'm saying? So get back to Miami, fix the errors that you need to fix. But that coach is so quirky and annoying. It's just too much for me. Go somewhere with that. I need it to be chilly out here. Boy, please. But for the most part, Miami drops to 8-6. I'm looking at the remainder of the schedule for the Miami. Here we go. Miami's got Packers next. Then they have the Patriots. Then they have the Jets. I'm telling you right now, the Packers can definitely take them. The Patriots, it's a divisional game. You just never know. And I feel that the Jets, if Mike White is playing, that could be 5 straight losses for Miami. Because right now, Miami's on a 3-game lose streak. Holy shit, I didn't realize this. Miami is on a 3-game losing streak. They can seriously go ahead and lose 6 games straight to have the most epic collapse. And I'm here for it. I'm petty enough that I'm here for it. No question about it. Man, oh man. If you're a Dolphins fan and you're in the chat, how are you feeling about what your team is doing right now? Y'all needed this win because it would have stopped the bleeding, but the bleeding continues. We just opened up the wound just a little bit more. How do you feel about that? My man Juan Castillo says, San Fran will be tough in the Super Bowl, but I think the Bills D should handle Purdy just right. Forget about San Fran. San Fran's got to beat the Eagles, number one. San Fran's got to beat the Dallas Cowboys. So they got their own problems. They don't want this AFC smoke just yet. They don't want some of that. You know what I mean? Shout out to my man Brian Bowers. I mean, I don't got to say anything else. That's just what it is. My man Alexander coming in for Super Chat real quick. Let me see it. Hold on a second. It was there, then I missed it. My man Alexander comes in and says, oh, there you go. Thanks, Rev. That 2-point conversion surprisingly went Buffalo's way. Well, I don't know about you guys. For those that are watching on the broadcast, they just dismissed it as if it was a miss. And they just went to commercial break. I was like, oh, shit. I guess it was that blatant, that clear as day, that is not going to work out. All right. Come back from commercial break. It's good. I was like, oh, shit. All right. Let's keep it pushing. I mean, you work so damn hard to drive up the field to score and then miss out on that 2-point conversion. That's tough. But we were able to handle it. And I love it. And you can't go wrong with that. You got to love it. You got to freaking love it. Randy Prokes. Shout out to my man, Randy Prokes. And comes in and says, Rico, last quick Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you, sir. Honest question or honest content? Okay, but hold on. Honest content, good guy, beautiful family. Oh, you're talking about me. My bad. Let me read that with a little more, let me narrate that a little bit better. Rico, one last Merry Christmas. Honest content, good guy, beautiful family. Congrats on having his son. May he get his bag from the Bills. I appreciate that. Randy Prokes is a gentleman. He's class act. And thank you very much. My boy is, for those that have children and for those that, you know what I'm saying, have had children late, you don't realize how tired you are, number one. I thought I was gonna be that young dad. I still got this. Or sometimes I'm like, man, if you just don't sit your butt down somewhere because I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? But when they look at you, it's amazing. And the fact that I got 3 girls and a boy, and my last one is a boy, chef's kiss. He's the best thing ever. So I appreciate that, Randy. That means a lot when you say something like that, for real. But you guys have always been good to me. So I don't see this is no different. You guys have been great. Remember all the Finns talk that we're going at y'all? Somebody check on my man TD Finns later on. I mean, we're gonna still rock on the stream, but TD Finns he's probably sitting here in a depressed mode. So I mean, me as petty as I am, right before I started my show, I went on his show and I dropped a little super chat for him, just a little pick his head up a little bit, and I went, "Let's go Buffalo." So I hope he read that online because I had to go start my own show. But listen, for the most part, folks, looking at what we were able to do today on the grand scheme of things, were there some things that I would love to see more of? Yes. But each and every day and each and every week, it's 1 week at a time, 1 game at a time. Josh Allen continues to show that he's just different. He's different from Pat Mahomes. He's different from you can't name a quarterback like Josh Allen right now in the NFL. There's no one like him. He's one of one. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where Bills fans, boy, did we hit on that draft pick. Boy, did we hit on that contract. The guy is just sensational, simply sensational. That is Josh Allen. That is Josh Allen for you. Josh Allen is him. You know what I'm saying? I love every bit of it, man. I love every bit of it. You can't even go wrong with a guy like that. I got a super chat coming in from my man, Mark Phelps. He says, what do you think of the McKenzie incomplete pass? Exactly what it was. Incomplete. If you really look at it, knees were in, but you know, the NFL and their catch situation, the minute that ball is slightly shifted, a little moved, they're going to call that incomplete. But you got to give it to him because he drops the easy ones, but he almost made that tough catch. That's a tough catch on the sideline. The tough catch on the sideline. But I mean, for the most part, man, I don't stress at all. I think we have a very good squad, and we're going to be very problematic for teams going forward. I'm telling you right now, there are teams that are sitting there like, fuck, we got to play the Bills. Shit, like we got to bring our A game, man, because everybody's watching the Bills. So if we beat the Bills, you know what I'm saying, we got something. That certainly is not going to happen with the Bears. And let me retract that. We can't sit there and gloss over the Chicago Bears when we have a very important game after the Chicago Bears, which is the Cincinnati Bengals. So the Chicago Bears game could easily be what we call a trap game. That is a trap game, ladies and gentlemen, because that's easily a team that they're not making the playoffs. We're gonna gloss over them like they're nothing, and then we lose to the freaking Chicago Bears. It can happen, but you don't want it to happen. We 1 game at a time, handle business, and if this is a game that we can tune up on certain things and get better at it, let's go. Let's just do it. So let me tie this all in a bow. Looking at this game and what this game meant is cool for the moment. Let's enjoy it for 24 hours with the 24-hour rule. But we got bigger fish to fry. Because we have 1 more game that we have to prove to people that, you know what I'm saying, we're that team. Because I'm telling you right now, I feel it in my heart. Last year's game against the Chiefs, we should have won that game. Then we would have played the Bengals, and I believe we would have beat the Bengals, which then we took care of the Rams, and we would have beat the Rams just the same. We would have been Super Bowl champs last year. But woulda, shoulda, coulda. You can't talk about the woulda, shoulda, couldas. So we have an opportunity to go in and take care of the Bengals because we already took care of the Titans. We took care of the Ravens. We took care of the Rams. You know what I'm saying? We took care of the Chiefs. And now we have an ability to take care of the Bengals. Regular season. But once the playoff starts, it's a whole different ballgame. That's a whole different ballgame. But guess what? There's nothing for us to wonder Where are we placing? Because are we third place? Are we fifth? If we have to, we are the number one team in the AFC. We got that bye. So we ain't got to worry about it. So one game at a time, hold on to that bye, make sure that we're straight, and we keep it moving. We keep it moving. Josh wanted it more. Tua didn't have the heart. Could you say that though? Could we honestly say that Tua didn't have the heart? I'm sure he wanted it just as much. You know what I love? Here's the pettiness in me. Guys like Tua that wear the eye black, when they lose, I'm hoping that they get a little emotional so it looks like they're crying. And you got to go wipe that eye black, aka mascara, off your eyelids. It makes me laugh. It makes me laugh. But that's just me being petty. Jessica Tennis, what's up, Jessica? Jessica says, yo, 2 players in the same area, someone was in the wrong spot. You damn right. And it happened twice. One was with Cole Beasley. I could probably understand Cole Beasley was like, oh shit, that's not the play I used to run. It's a little different. Maybe my bad. But McKenzie and Gabe Davis in the same area, I was like, what the hell? Someone's mesh points were not the same. Somebody went either too deep. Maybe Gabe Davis was not supposed to be where he's at. I don't know, but you're right. 2 players in the same area, not supposed to happen. Not at all. Shout out to my big guy, Eric Schmitty. Schmitty says, oh my God, Rico, milk carton for the broadcast. That was the worst broadcast I have seen. Cringe and so biased to the Finns. Cheeks. Well, I don't know what broadcast you had. Was it Mark Sanchez? I mean, when you heard we were getting Mark Sanchez and whoever they I already knew. We already know. But it was different. I'm okay with having Mark Sanchez than hearing, oh, Jim this and Jim that. Not interested. Tony Romo just screams too much for me in my ear. I don't want to hear it. And talk about bias. That brother's biased like crazy. Definitely. Shout out to my man, Dan Brown. Dan Brown comes in and says, yo, crazy thing is Buffalo didn't win these games last year. Home field is a must, and we will be a big issue for the opponents. Let's go. You know what would be nice? We host that championship game, and Kansas City has to come to our home. And then we handle Kansas City the way we're supposed to handle Kansas City. And we send them packing. And where's the Super Bowl this year? Arizona? Rev, do you know where the Super Bowl is? He's checking for me right now. I think it's Arizona. I think I heard Arizona. I know it's somewhere hot. But they're going to have to come to Buffalo, and they're going to have to deal with us. It's not going to be fun for them. I'm going to tell you that right now. It ain't going to be fun for them. So, were you satisfied with this win? That's number one. It's in Arizona. Thank you very much. Arizona. Were you satisfied with this win? What would you rate this win? If you're going to rate this win out of 5, was this a 4 out of 5 in terms of satisfaction? Was it a 3.5? Was it 3 out of 5? Where you're like, you know what I mean? It was a good win, but we could be better. Or for you, was it 5 out of 5 because we had to come from behind. We had to put 8 points up on the board, not 7. So the degree of difficulty was up there. And not only that, we had to make defensive stops for us to even be in that position. Just saying. I'm just putting it out there. So I'm looking at everybody. So everybody's giving me 3.9, 3 out of 5, 4 out of 5, 4 out of 5. Okay, I like that because I'm in the middle. I'm at that 3.8 out of 5 because I liked what we did. Could we clean things up a little bit? Yes. Maybe I'm cheating by saying 3.5. So if I'm going to say 3, I'm going to say 3. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to give a grade, I'm going to say 3. And usually people should round up because I said 3.8. I'm going to round down and put it at 3. Because here's the thing. If we're going to win these Super Bowls, there's going to come a time where we have to get big defensive stops, multiple defensive stops. Allowing these guys to score 29 points is too close for me. It's way too close for me. I need us to be better than that. I need us to get these guys down to about 2 touchdowns and a field goal. I'm comfortable with that. But 29 points, that's when you know it's a crapshoot. And it's one of those things where it's like, oh shit, this is going down to the wire. And we gave good football to everybody today. I didn't see anything about the Browns game, but the Vikings Colts game, right to the end. People were saying that was an amazing game. Bills Dolphins, right to the end. People were saying that's an amazing game. I say this is parity. It's not so lopsided like it used to be. This is good for Buffalo. Next up, Chicago Bears. We got to handle it. So before I get out of here, I'm gonna bring my man Rev on with me. Rev, you trying to come on? All right, let me bring my Rev. We're gonna put a button in this together, and go from there. It says all it takes is for the defense to have one off game in the playoffs, and the offense continues to struggle, and it's a problem. And that's my problem. Okay, before I bring on Rev, that's my problem. And if I'm gonna be completely honest, 29 points, we can't do that. Because we allow teams like the Vikings to win. We're better than the Vikings. I don't care what anybody tells me. We're better than the Vikings. We are better than them. There's no question about it. But guess what? We lost to the Vikings. There's no reason we should have lost to the Vikings. It's like we gave fumbling on the 1 yard line to give them an opportunity. Like, dude, getting a 4th down stop. Come on, man. So we have no business. No business. Obviously, we beat the Dolphins. We repaid them back. Losing to the Jets, we got no business losing to the Jets. You know what I'm saying? No business. This is a good freaking team. Solid team. Look at the losses that we've had. The Dolphins, the Jets, division, and then the Vikings on a fluke. On a fluke. Ever since the Vikings game, we've been rolling. And let's keep it rolling. Alexander says, yo, I like how you said Super Bowls. I mean, shit, you trying to get one? I'm trying to get more than one, baby. In my lifetime, let me just get that one, but in my lifetime, I'm trying to get more than one. Let us rejoice like the Patriots fans are with 6 freaking Super Bowl rings, man. I want some too. Shit. My man Pistol Pete says, yo, if we're hosting championship games, we're champions. It's that simple. I don't think anyone can beat us in Buffalo in January. Yo, it's going to be tough. It is definitely going to be tough for you guys to come in and try to win in Buffalo. So let me get my man Rev on. Rev, talk to me.
Yo, first of all, man, shout out to Rico. You guys in the chat right now who've been holding it down. Over 900 of y'all crazy Buffalo fanatics right now. Smash that like for my man Rico. Smash that like. Hit the subscribe button. And turn on those bell notifications. You already know what time it is. Yo, Rico.
You know what time it is. Yo, if you're a Dolphins fan, don't be shy. Smash that like, because there's going to be days where you know your Dolphins fans are not going to be in the playoffs this year. It's possible. It's possible.
Yeah,
don't you want to root for somebody in the AFC East?
Might as well root for a winner. Might as well.
A winner. Root for your AFC.
Root for a winner, baby.
If we were in this position and you were able to go to win the damn Super Bowl, we root for you guys. We root for you guys.
I don't know about that, fam. I don't know.
We root for you guys. We try to be nice. We would try to be nice. But for the most part, I'm confident in this team.
Yo,
I think that we're gonna be just fine. We're gonna make some adjustments, and as long as we keep number 17 clean and we get some healthy guys back, which we have been, and guys are more acclimated with the offense, we'll be just right. We'll be just right. People don't like that I said that we root for the Dolphins.
Yo, I know you're straight capping.
Johnny Bliss, man, fuck that shit, man. Don't play that game with me.
NFC, baby, but Buffalo or nobody.
Yeah, Buffalo or nobody. That's what it is, man. That's it. Yeah. Buffalo or nobody. There's our new song. So, Rev, how did you feel about that game? Is there something that I missed? Did I miss something? Did you feel good about that?
I didn't feel good, fam. I felt good that we got to win.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We can't. I mean, I'm not gonna take anything away from that. We got to win.
Mm-hmm.
But boy, do this team, man, know how to keep your brothers your anxiety level high, man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what's up with, like, look, I'm gonna say this. I'm glad that the Bills know how to win these close games. I'm fine. I'm cool with it. Yep. We're 11-3. All that sounds good. It looks good on paper. We're clapping our hands. You know what I'm saying? We're congratulating the team. But when a team is as dominant as the Buffalo Bills is, and I've said it before and I'll say it again, you can't put me in a fully loaded model car and then take me out of that mug and put me in the base model and be like, it's the same thing. We'll be all right. It'll still get you from point A to point B. Now, forget that. Like, this team, if this team is on as a game, yep, and is clicking on all cylinders, Why do we have to concede and settle for mediocrity?
Yeah.
Forget that, man. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like this Bills' team is that dominant if they are firing on all cylinders. Now, the offense has been playing less than stellar the last several weeks, not
Yep.
just 1 or 2 or 3. You know what I'm saying? People were like, yo, Red, we're 11-3. Yeah, but we've been stumbling and fumbling and bumbling, like my man Chris Berman would say, since the second half of the Green Bay Packers game. And
Yep.
y'all want to cap and act like, yo, we still got a good record. It's all good. But all it takes is one of them L's in the playoffs, and we sitting here looking like, yo, how did that happen? I'll tell you how it happened.
Yep.
It's because the defense has been carrying this team, whether you want to say it or not, has been carrying this team since the bye week. And all it takes is from one bad game. We gave up 29 points on defense to a Miami team who came in here against a Bills team who had Jordan Poyer back, who had Trey White back, who had Matt Milano back, you know what I'm saying, who had Mitch Morris back, who had all these guys come back on defense that weren't playing back in September in Miami and gave up 29 points when they only gave up 21. Now, y'all can say whatever you want to.
You are speaking facts, man.
You can say whatever you want to, fam. And that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all can say whatever you want to, but the defense had an off game. Now, granted, Josh Allen wasn't as good as he's been. The offense has never been as great as it was in the first half. I don't know why y'all tripping. This is not the same offense. It's not the same offense. They've been struggling to get by all of these weeks, and the defense has been carrying this team.
But that's okay, though, because you know what? I'll tell you why that's okay. Because there was a point in time where offense was just putting up points left, right, center.
Yes.
Defense was just closing it out. There's going to come a time where you're going to meet your match defensively. And this is where the defense has to say, we got you. You know what I'm saying? And then there's going to be where offense comes in and just lights it up, right? It was no last year. Last year, defense, for the most time, were just carrying us until we got to the end. And then what do we do? What do we do in the Patriots game?
Yeah.
We repay the defense. We said, we're going to light these cats up. Don't you worry about it. So it becomes one of those situations where, are we going to be flawless? No. We're going to have some flaws here and there. But at the end of the day, man, a win is a win is a win. And I'm curious to see how certain people that we know in our circle are dealing with this loss. And by that, I mean my Kevin. So I'm going to try to call my friend Kevin.
Is he going to show up? That's the thing about it.
And if he answers, it'll be great.
You know, Kevin's been like he's been talking for a while. Like all the Bills are going to blow the Dolphins out. You know how he does it, right? He's kind of he's petty like that, right? And so he may pick up the phone and be like, "Well, I told you guys that the Bills were going to beat them," you know. So I mean, I don't know what you're tripping about, but you know, he's been messy with the thing.
He has been messy, but if he answers, great. I know he's at a work party right now, so he may not be able to talk. But if he answers, it'd be great. But he will give us a PC answer of.
He's gonna give you PC, bro. He's not gonna give you nothing. You got to grill him, Rico.
You knew that was gonna happen.
You know what's gonna happen, Rico. I don't know why you guys acting so surprised. I'm surprised that it was even as close as it was.
That's exactly what he was saying.
That's what he was saying.
That's usually, I'm gonna hang up with him, but that's usually what hurts the most. What hurts the most is when, and this is what, as a Bills fan, this is what hurt me the most. When we've been watching Bills fans for so long, right? Bills games where we knew we weren't competitive enough.
Yeah.
But somehow, some way, we'd make it a game where the team would give you a little bit of hope, where you're like, maybe we can win this one. Holy shit. Okay, hold your horses. And then we do what people call Billsy things.
Yeah.
Right? You'll hear, oh, what a Billsy loss. Because what they do is we'd give ourselves hope. The Bills would give Bills fans hope. And then they dash it away with some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And now we were more in we have a balanced team. Good offense, good defense, good coaching, great management. So we're in a better situation. We're in a better situation. That's for
much better.
It's crunch time for everyone. Play is elevated on all sides of the ball. Everywhere, across the league, everyone's got to step their game up. The most important football is played in late December, January. That's when you separate yourself from the other teams.
That's
and
right.
It's already begun. So we got a few wins to get. And
that's where the cream rises to the top, man.
Cream rises to the top. Juan Castillo says it's only about a few moments in each and every game. Do you make the big stop when you have to and make that one or two offensive plays when you have to Today, Buffalo did exactly that, and he's freaking right. We made plays when we needed to make plays when the team needed it. Somebody
Yeah.
had to step up. The whole time I'm thinking to myself, somebody has to step up.
Somebody got to.
Somebody
Yeah.
on the offensive side of the ball has to step up. Somebody on the defensive side of the ball has to step up. And guess what? Offensively, Josh was like, I got you.
But that's the thing.
Defensively,
That's the thing.
what's this?
Like I am not at all, and you guys don't misrepresent what I'm saying. And maybe I'm not articulating it properly. But what I'm saying is this, and I guarantee the coaches are still sitting here like, yeah, clap it up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got the win, but and they're always going to sit there and critique the team. They're always going to do that. So I don't understand why fans are like tripping when somebody, as a fan, another fan critiques the team. Man, like, what do you think the coaches are doing? But anyway, the fact of the matter is we're 11-3 and we're looking pretty good. Okay, but still, like Josh Allen, he is him. Capital HIM exclamation. Like if you keep the game close, Josh Allen is going to take over that thing and he's going to put his body on the line. He's going to do whatever he has to do to win the game. I am so glad that we have a guy like Josh Allen where we can rely upon him and trust him in crucial moments of these games and say, yo, Josh, take over the game. And Josh can do it. But you don't want to have to rely on him too much to where he has to do that. You kind of want to give the man a cushion a little bit. And that's what I'm saying. I'm like, we want to give the guy a little cushion, you know what I'm saying? Because the team, in my opinion, the Buffalo Bills are that elite of a team to where there's not 31 other teams in the NFL who can keep up with the Bills when they're playing at their peak level. Now, granted, is it like possible for them to play like that all year long? No. But come on, fam, like it's been like what 7 weeks since the Green Bay game. You can't give me a couple of games of dominance. Like I think this is where we need to like really wake up and like you know what, stop drinking the processed juice so much and be like, hey, there's still a little issue here. You know, if the Bills offense sputters in the playoffs and the defense is an off game, there's a possibility that we could be in trouble. But until that happens, we're 11-3. Everything's looking good. But you still don't want to sit here, drive around in that car with that check engine light and act like it's not blinking at you.
Absolutely.
You know
let me look away from that. I want to see the engine light on. I don't want to look at it because if I can't see it, then we still rolling. Can I still roll my car? We straight.
That's how you gonna be on the side of the road somewhere.
I'm telling you, man. Everyone's had that moment where the engine light comes on. You're like, maybe it's just my tire sensors that's wrong. My tire sensors, and that's what it is. Let me keep moving, right? But I get you, man. I totally get it. This is where, one's got to lean on the other. At the end of the day, what it comes down to. Amanda Bear, what's up, Amanda Bear? Comes in, she says, yo, I love you, Season Beast. You were right about Knox coming in clutch. Go Bills. Man. Season Beast was right, man. He said Dawson Knox is going to have a game today. And
shout out to Knox, man.
It was our leading receiver, and they clearly made a game plan for Dawson Knox today.
Yeah.
It was clear. It was evident. They focused on him because we have a matchup issue. Their linebackers will not be able to keep up with our guy. And that's what it's going to come down to. That's what it's going to come down to.
I'll be honest, man. Like, I'm surprised that Dawson Knox had the game that he had because we know, Rico, that Spencer Brown has been hot garbage in pass protection the last few weeks, bro. He's been bad. So I'm sitting here like, look, there's no way Knox is going to get off. Like Grant, like it would be ideal for Knox to get off, but he's freaking having to play like an extra lineman. He has to chip. He has to help Spencer Brown out. You know, it's bad. So like, I'm like, yeah, like Knox is that guy, but if he's having to help Spencer Brown out all game long, he's not going to really get off. And so to see him today in the game with 6 for 98, 16.3 average per reception.
That's tough.
And 1 touchdown. Like that's the Dawson Knox that we've all been waiting to see, right? He got the big contract. Like that's the guy we've been waiting on. And it's great to see that he finally was able to get off to a degree this game. And I think that it has a lot to do with Spencer Brown because he actually, I think, we didn't really hear his name called that much this game. So, I mean, he did pretty well. He wasn't just getting abused like he has been the past several weeks. So, I mean, granted, I give him credit.
I listen, you got to give him credit. Now, if you guys enjoyed this game, if you guys felt that this was one of those games where it was enjoyable and it gave you a little bit of pressure, your heart rate went up a little bit, but you know what? I can still love it. Dude, smash that like. It was to me is a solid game, and you have to win games like this. There's gonna
That's
come a
true.
time where you got to win games like this, and it's really good to see certain things happen. I saw Kyrie Elam get on the field. I need to see more of that. I saw
Yeah,
Kyrie Elam
big
in
time.
coverage with Tyreek Hill. He made some good plays. He had one blatant pass interference. They didn't call it. I was surprised. That guy was right all up in Tyreek Hill's lap, and they didn't call that stuff. And he was doing one of I hate when DBs do that. You're in the wrong and you're still doing this, like you didn't do anything. But
Right.
nonetheless, what it comes down to at the end of the day is who makes the last play at the end of the day. I have
Yeah.
one more question to ask you.
What's up?
Devin Singletary, at the end of the game, are you scoring with that football, or are you doing what Devin Singletary did and go down?
Yo, I think Motor, to be honest, I think he
what
lost
does it have to
sight.
And I just need you to hashtag score or hashtag go down. Score or go down.
Well, hold on. Well, with this context in it, Rico. So like if I felt like he lost track of where the first down marker was. You know what I'm saying? Like if he understood what the first down marker was, then hashtag go down. Right?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Run the clock out. But he was short of the first down.
But
So
it's not about him being short of the first down. It's about the act. He knew consciously that, if I just go down, kill clock, hit the field goal, we're out of here.
Yeah, now I give it to him. But the fact that, but the thing is, I think they still call a timeout, right? Because it was like 3rd-and-1.
They did have timeout.
So the man, but if he had gotten the first down, which would have been easy, and then he still would have went down, it'd have been 1st and goal, and they would have called a timeout, and they would have had 2 more plays. So I think he lost track of where the first down marker was. He did good in the fact of he decided to go down and kill the clock, but he just didn't really understand where the first down marker was. That's my only thing about it.
Well, listen, I got Kevin on the line right now. Kevin, are you there, buddy?
I am.
Hey, Kevin.
Hey, what's up, sexy?
How you doing, big guy?
Not bad. What's up?
Good, man. Just checking up on you, just making sure you're good. I know you're not asleep yet. You're probably sauced, or you're getting home and going rest. Which is it?
Yeah, I'm good.
You're good? Did you catch the game? I'm talking to you softly because I don't want to disturb your peace. But
hey,
how are you, man?
Kevin.
Hey.
How you feeling over there?
Man, congratulations to one of the worst officiated games I've ever seen. Heroic final drive where Allen flops for a bullshit roughing penalty at the sideline. I couldn't believe it. The guy's even trying to hold them up, and they throw a shit flag like that. Trey White looked like a bag of ass, grabbing anything that he could. Should have been called for 3 or 4 PI calls. Like, I couldn't believe it, man. I was just losing my mind. The Elam one, the no call, where he literally hits the guy.
That was true.
Now I'll give you that one, Kevin. I'll give you that one.
He gets there. It was horrific. There was just no consistency whatsoever. The Bills would be grabbing and holding no call, which is fine if you want to call it like that. And then the Dolphins are breathing on him, and the flags are flying every 10 seconds. I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it.
Are you upset?
Well, I honestly thought we were going to get blown out. I thought it was going to be like 33-3, I thought it was going to be a disaster.
Kevin,
and it's funny because I was watching, at my work party, and everyone's like, hey, they might win. I was like, nah, this is what they do. They're gonna lose, and then they'll give me a bit of hope, and then they'll steal it. And then even you should have seen, I'm telling you, I was sitting with these guys. I looked at them. I said, they're gonna lose 32-29. Bass is gonna kick a field goal as time expires. And then it happened. They stared at me. They're like, how did you know? I'm like, because that's what being a Dolphin fan means.
Well, at one point, did you feel good at one point where you're like, oh, wait a minute now. We're up 8. We got this. Because you guys had it, man. The momentum was switching to your way.
I felt pretty good when Allen fumbled on the – sorry, I'll have to clarify because he fumbled, 3 times? Fumbled on the 2-pointer, and then they didn't call it fumble, which was a good call. You could see that he didn't. But I was, in real time, I thought he fumbled it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it went bouncing back for an hour, and everyone kept jumping.
Oh, my God. Skipping all over the place.
A good one. But, yeah, I mean, with with Allen, you never feel confident. Like he can always come back.
Was there anything that really pissed you off this game where it just frustrated you like crazy? We're like, come on, man.
We're averaging 32 yards a rush, and on 3rd and short, we kept calling pass plays. Didn't like that too much.
I was surprised actually because Mostert he could do whatever the hell he wanted.
Yeah, same thing. Ahmed was averaging 7 points, over 7 yards a carry, I think too. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't like that too much. Too many drops on my end too. We dropped too many balls, especially like Sherfield dropped that touchdown. And like he went down for it, but the one in the
was that Sherfield? I thought that was Waddle.
It was Sherfield.
It was Sherfield at the beginning. Yeah, that was a tough one, and I was surprised because they left that slant was wide open. I was like, who in the heck is in coverage? What the heck is going on? But we are where we are. Well, listen, Kev, I love you, man. I had to call you.
I got a question for Kev, man.
Oh, you do? Go ahead.
Yeah, Kev. Hey, man, I love you, brother. Hey, but quick question, man. Like, do you think Mike McDaniels was a little bit arrogant in this game, especially in the game plan when you've got like a guy like Raheem Mostert, bro? He had 17 carries for 136 yards, averaging 8 yards per carry. Ahmed had 6 for 43, 7.2 per carry. Like, why did they not continue to run the ball on the Bills when they obviously had no answer for it? They were keying in on Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. Why in the heck did Mike McDaniels not continue to run the ball in a close game?
Yeah, no, I hear you. But I mean, like the Bills were committing more people, like they were creeping up. They were committing more people to stop the run as it goes. Miami hit the 2 long ones to Hill torched Trey White, and then Waddle had that one over the middle where you just could see Hamlin's 5-1 speed in full effect. So I think they got greedy, Plus, but yeah, that's what all Miami's fans are saying. Like we should have ran the ball. Wait, am I on a show? Are you guys doing a show?
We are doing a show, buddy. You're on live.
Yeah, we are, man. You're right here on.
You're on live. So I have a question for you, Kev. Listen, I got a question for you. This is
I
a real.
Toned it down if I knew that. But I can see the comment section.
It's too late, baby. It's too late.
You know what? They're loving you right now, actually, Kev. They're loving everything you're saying. Here's the thing, though. You guys are on a 3-game losing streak. I didn't realize how bad it was. That you guys are on a 3-game losing streak, right? And you're playing Packers next, then the Patriots, then the Jets. Are you worried that you guys miss out on the playoffs? Because that would be a fucking epic collapse if you guys don't make the playoffs.
Yeah, I know.
How are you feeling about that?
I thought we were going to beat the Chargers. I expected to go 1-2 because 49ers are playing real tough. We were playing them at home. Taron Armstead's gone. Nick Bosa had 3 sacks. I was okay with that loss. Like, we didn't play very well, but I expected to lose to I knew we were going to lose to you guys. And then I expected to lose to the 49ers. What really stung was when we shit the bed against the Chargers. We really needed to win that game. We're obviously in danger, of missing the playoffs. I think that'd be an NFL record because that would be our 3rd straight year with a winning record and not making the playoffs.
Kevin,
I don't know if that's ever been done.
You play the Packers that are playing extremely well with Watkins back. Then you play the Patriots. That's an up and down. I don't know your first matchup with the Patriots. If you guys won, you guys won that game.
Yeah, we've won 5 or 6 in a row against the Patriots.
So Patriots, you should be able to win that one, and then the Jets.
The Jets don't worry me too much. But
what
did
you just say,
Kevin? Y'all lost 40-17, man. What do you mean they don't worry? They don't worry.
40-7. Yeah. So first off, it's a misleading score because we were down by 1 point going into the 4th quarter, and the reason they got out of hand is because 7th round pick rookie quarterback Skylar Thompson had 2 fumbles within our own 20-yard lines for defensive scores at the end of the game. And that's where the blowout came.
You're right. It did unravel.
We were within a score we were driving down to take the lead in the 4th. So it wasn't like it was a super blowout. And then all of a sudden we give up two fumbles. Literally, he got sacked and fumbled twice in the fourth. One for a touchdown, the other one the Jets took over at like the 5.
These games, these next remaining games are crucial. Packers,
Yeah.
do you win against the Packers?
Oh, I don't know. I mean,
like, you play at home. This is Christmas, right?
Yeah. We should beat the Packers, but it's Aaron Rodgers, right?
Yeah,
like,
it's Aaron
he
Rodgers.
can come out in any time and pull a game out of his ass. Like, you can tell he's old and nearing the end of the line, but he's still capable every now and then of pulling out a vintage performance. So it worries me.
So which game concerns you the most?
Because we're playing in New England.
Yep.
And who knows if it's another crazy snow game or something, like an equalizer.
Yeah.
Kev, you can't lose these games. You lose to the Packers, you're 8-7. You win against the Patriots, okay, you're 9-7. You need to get 10 wins.
Yeah, no, you got to go 2-1.
Oh my God, Kevin, I feel for you. If you don't make it, we don't have that problem because we just win divisions. That's what we do. But I feel for you, brother. It's gonna be epic. You're gonna have to come over and watch the football game with us.
And so we knew this though, right, Kevin? Like we knew this. Like you guys in this streak, right? We knew like you guys are about to enter the schedule where you're gonna play teams with defenses that are much better than what you've been playing. And so, like, here you guys sitting on a 3-game losing streak. Like, how confident are you guys? Are you, Kevin, as a fan, like realistically, in these next 3 games?
But I mean, we just went through you guys like nothing. Like, we're playing these good defenses. We just put up 29 points in a blizzard. Like, so I'm not too worried about the offense. Like, it was a real bad game against the Chargers. Even the 49ers, when Tua had his quote bad game, he threw for 299 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Do you think Tua had a good game today? Do you think Tua had a good game today?
He played okay today.
He played okay?
So he played better than I thought he was going to.
Yeah. Well,
like,
too bad.
You know what I mean?
Too bad it was.
He had like 275, no turnovers, 2 touchdowns. For a guy that you guys said couldn't throw the ball more than 5 yards, he threw a couple of nice deep ones.
He has some good ones. I'm not gonna lie, he has some good ones. But it's too bad he
didn't light it up. But you do have a really good defense, right?
We do. It's not the same. It's not the same defense that we thought it was going to be at the beginning of the year. So you didn't really go up against.
But you're getting better.
We're peaking.
The defense carried has been carrying the offense for a couple of games.
Now I'll agree with you on that.
Yeah.
I feel like
that's where I am.
Kev, I feel like you probably just need a good, solid, just a bro hug. Are you good over there?
I'll hug you, Kevin.
Yeah,
I'll give you a big hug.
Like I expected this. I expected this L. So the fact that
I told you
all I really wanted. I mean, it sucks because like you're still pissed because you lost, right? Because they gave you a bit of cope and then they took it away.
It hurts.
Thank you, Mr. Officials. Like, but
don't you start blaming the officials, Kev.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that.
The shitty refing. I'm so livid.
Well, I'll tell you this
for
much.
real though. I if we came out and laid an egg and you guys clobbered us like I thought you were going to, then I'd be like super like concerned, right? Then you'd be questioning everything. Like if Tua came out and played like shit, if McDaniel had another bad game, like you'd be like really like, oh, this is really bad. This is really bad. But you guys are the best team in the NFL, and we hung in pretty good. We split this year with you. You guys probably should have won the first game. I think we should have won this game. But either way, there's no blowouts this year.
Well, we split it, which is
which shows that the team's getting. And you know me, I'm realistic. I never thought Dolphins were Super Bowl contenders. I'm always hoping for a wild card, and maybe depending upon the matchups, maybe a wild card win. Like I think we could, like the Titans or some bullshit team like that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Do you think
it's really just you and the Chiefs? The Bengals are stinky.
Bengals are still there. Are you? Yeah. Would you be more? Upset if the Jets made the playoffs over you guys? It's a legitimate question. Because I'd be livid.
Like then who? Then the Patriots
over you guys. If
they like 7 seed. You guys lost. The Jets got in.
Let's just say it's one of those situations where you win. Both you guys are in a win and in situation, and they get it over you. Oh my! Wouldn't you lose your mind?
I wouldn't be too happy. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Because we didn't make the playoffs 2 years ago when we were 10-6 because of tiebreakers. We didn't make the playoffs last year with a winning record because of tiebreakers. And if we lost out on winning in this year against the Jets of all teams, oof, yeah, that'd be rough.
A few years ago, you guys were I forgot you had a last game you guys playing a division game. You needed to win. I forgot the game. Who were you guys playing? It was winning in.
You?
Was it the Bills?
Yeah.
What was the score?
At your house.
Oh yeah, what was the score of that game?
It was the blowout. Yeah.
Rico being petty.
I forgot that was that game. Anyway, Kev, you're always a good sport. You're always a good sport, Kev. Kevin knows my shit. He knows my bullshit. I know. Kevin knows.
I need to see your face right now.
So, Kev, listen, man. People saying that you sound sad, but I think Kevin is. Are you still at the party?
No, I'm home now.
Oh, you're home. Okay. Well, listen, I'll let you pet the old cat, and we'll let you get going, big guy.
Kev, I'm gonna give you a big hug right now, Kev. All right, a big hug,
a virtual
hug for my
guy. A virtual hug for my guy, Kev.
Oh, dude, put the pecs right here, man. Put the pecs real close.
Good night, babe.
Good.
All right, Kev. My guy Kevo came through. And that's how we end the show, folks. That's how we end the show. We had to talk to a good friend of ours, Kevin, the Dolphins fan.
You got me in tears, bro. I'm gonna be crying.
Kevin knows I'm such a troll. Kevin, did you guys try to get into the playoffs a couple years ago? Who'd you? So he's like, I was at your house. I remember.
And the thing is, I told Kev, I told him like I think the Jets are gonna be ahead of the Dolphins in the division. And boy, does it look like it.
I'm cruel.
Yo, that was funny, man. That's comedy.
Yeah, we had to. But listen, folks, that's it for us, man. Kev is probably he's at home right now, and he's probably sitting there cuddling his cats. He's got 2 cats right now, so he's probably got one on each side.
Yo, what does Mike McDaniels do with that T-shirt now?
You know what? Frame that bitch, man. Frame that bitch. Like, it was ridiculous. I don't know what was he even thinking?
Man, what was he thinking? Yeah.
Whose idea was that? Like, someone gives you an idea and you're like,
oh man,
I don't think it should work. And Mike McDaniel's like, do it. I love it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Well, you know what? Look at you now. Anyway, folks, that's it for us. That's my guy. That's my guy, Rev.
Oh man.
That's out here. It's your boy Rico. Before you guys head out, honestly, sincere thank you to those that have tuned in. I really do hope you guys enjoyed the show. I hope it was somewhat entertaining, somewhat good to, to get it out. I'm just glad that we won because I didn't want to get into my big old therapy session on why we lost and what we should do. And those aren't fun, but it's always better when we win.
If we would have lost that game, dude, I would have been sick.
Listen, man, it's what it is. Somebody said Rev is sauce. Is Rev sauce?
No, I ain't sauce. Hey, Schmitty been going off. He been going in on my mustache, man. I don't know what he's talking about. But he's been talking about, my mustache is painted on and all kinds of nonsense. I've been letting him slide. I don't know what he's talking about.
But that's a compliment. It's a compliment.
Is that a compliment? Is that what it is?
Manicured. If somebody says, "Yo, your shit is painted on, man," that can't be real.
Yeah.
That means it's a compliment, brother.
Oh, okay. I take it. All right. My bad. Thanks. Appreciate it, Smitty. Thank you.
Yeah, Smitty's trying to show you some love, man.
All right, fam.
If you guys enjoyed this show, do me a favor and do Rev a favor. Give me a double thumbs up. That tells me you guys enjoyed this show. If you guys laughed a little bit in this show, give me the laughing emoji. If you guys absolutely hate this show and you just want to be a hater, throw a potato on there. If you guys just love the show altogether, you know what to do. Throw that microphone on there, show some love, and smash that like for your boys at Buffalo Fanatics. We're trying to get to 25,000 subscribers. We're near.
We're going to get there, fam.
We're near, but we're not there yet. So do us that favor, handle it, and we are most appreciative of that.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you guys laughed. This is the big thing. I don't want this to be a serious podcast where you can't laugh. I want to laugh. You know what I'm saying? And
heck yeah, man. I love laughing.
Listen, man. And everyone loves a good laugh. You feel me? So you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy the evening's done for you guys. It is almost 3:00 in the morning for me. So I got to get to bed. What time is it over for you, Rev?
Fam, it's 10 till midnight, bro.
Oh my God. You still early.
I'm early, bro.
And you guys are like 1:00 in the morning. So I'm going on 3:00 in the morning. So I got to get out of here. So we will do this again back on Tuesday. My man Z-Bot.
Oh, we can't forget about Monday. Yeah, Monday. Yeah.
What's going on Monday?
Z-Bot.
Yeah, Z-Bot. Yeah, Z-Bot's on Monday. I'm back on Tuesday, and then Rev is on Wednesday, and then we do it all over again. And then we're back again on Saturday, folks. We're back again on Saturday. So let's get going. So, folks,
let's get it.
That's it for us. Let me cue my music. You know what I mean? I can't just let y'all leave. You know what I mean? No music. You feel me? It just doesn't work that way. So listen, man. The Bills win 4 a.m. in Brazil. Damn. Okay.
Right.
I appreciate that, man. I mean,
shout out.
We're not that far off of each other, so that's cool. But yeah, man. Shout out to y'all. Much appreciated. Let me get this thing going on. We thank you guys for tuning in, and we're gonna have to do this again. Listen, man, let's recap. The Baltimore Ravens lost. Go figure. I don't know what happened. Sean Watson is, you know what I mean, back in the building, showing what's good.
He's back.
I don't know if it's a good game, but we'll see. And the Bills are 11-3. 11-3. Josh scores for 300 yards, 4 touchdowns. Josh does what he does. You know what I'm saying? He does what he does with that extra point. If you guys had any players playing in fantasy, I hope you guys did well. I started Cole Beasley, epic fail. I benched.
Same, fam.
I benched James Cook. He gave me 13 points. We'll see how bad that's going to be. But we'll go from there, man. So 600 people right now about to tune out. We appreciate y'all. If you guys are looking for last-minute Christmas gifts and you want to get in on some Christmas, y'all need to hit up BF Fan Shop. The BF Fan Shop. Listen, man, you guys have an opportunity to get your standard shipping December 13th. That's fast. You want to get your rush shipping December 18th. That's what today. Shit, you better get on that now. And then last but not least, super rush shipping December 20th. You've got the Buffalo versus everybody. We got the GOAT. We got all these things that are there on the fan shop. bffanshop.com. Hit it up. Have some fun. There's some really good things out there. And we'll be able to get through it, man. So listen, folks, that's it for us, man. And you got Kev, look, Rev, you got anything else you want to say?
Go Bills, baby. We got that dub. 11-3, looking good. We
Go Bills,
playoffs, man.
Go Bills. Don't forget, bass players are always the coolest. You hear that bass?
Super coolest, man. That bass line rides the whole beat.
Hey. That's it, baby. So, go Bills. Bills win 32-29. 11-3.
11-3.
Clinch a
Still
playoff.
number one, fam. Still number one.
And we got to get that division next week. We clinched the division with a win against the Bears. Let's go.
Let's get it.
Have yourself a fantastic weekend, and we'll catch you guys on the flip side. And until next time, it's your boy Rev, it's your boy Rico.